iNews Saturday, 21st of June, 2025, page 12. Donald Trump stepped back from the brink on Thursday by offering Tehran a 2-week reprieve after threatening to join Israel's airstrikes to destroy Iran's nuclear capabilities. So, with reference to what's being said here on this particular date, it said Donald Trump stepped back. However, the actions of what actually took place are different to what was being said here in writing. And then if we go further here, UN in Geneva yesterday to join talks between his European and Iranian counterparts. So here talks were taking place as well, whilst 2-week reprieve, talks between European and Iranian counterparts were actually taking place when the USA attacked Iran's nuclear sites. And here's the last statement. He said that a window now exists within the 2 weeks to achieve a diplomatic solution. So here you're talking about diplomacy and solutions, yet the USA attacked Israel's nuclear capability within, 1, 2, 3 options were on the table here. However, the attack still took place, which brings into question what kind of diplomacy is this? Here's another statement. Lamy said the Europeans made clear during the talks in Geneva that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Let's repeat that again. Geneva talks in which it was stated that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Here's another key point that's been stated, that the actual talks were very serious. Brings into question the seriousness of the talks, however, if within the same time span, the 2-week slot, the USA attacked the nuclear sites. However, where was the actual dedication, devotion and commitment towards the very serious negotiations where force was not necessary because the talks were still taking place? That's a key question there. Many other questions as well, that's just one of them. Here's 2 very interesting points. As a key partner in the original 2015 Iranian nuclear deal, known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the UK is understood to be broadly supportive of a return to such terms. I'll just zoom in here. However, look, there's a however here. That deal was scrapped by Trump during his first term in office, and it is doubtful the White House would condone its return. Particularly given that it believes the Iranian regime was in breach of the terms of the agreement. At this particular time within the article, it stated that in a sign of how febrile the situation is, the UK temporarily withdrew its staff from the embassy in Iran due to the deteriorating security situation on the ground yesterday. And within here, they've given advice to people. British nationals should register their presence in Israel and the OPTS to be contacted with further guidance on these flights. Lamy added that land routes remain open and UK staff are on hand to support British nationals who have crossed the border.